tab over to this screen, and as the music kicks in a little bit more, we see a very icy motif, and we hear some very specific music. And to that end, Rockham, we see you at the Battle of Nightstone, firing off your fireball arrows into the orc army, calling forth the fiery wolf spirits to lay waste to your enemies. We see Rockham looking up as the sky is blackened with arrows and the pincushions rain down. We see Rockham choosing between himself and his sister, as his brother has done with Brayden. And we see you don't black out, you white out. We see a white glow come across Rockham's vision, and I don't think you wake up in Valorholm, per se. I think you wake up in the snow, among pine trees. You're colder than you've ever been, but it's not unpleasant because Goliaths have cold resistance. You're, like, waist deep in the snow. There's raw meat in your mouth.
Huh.
Your hands are bloody up to about the middle of your forearms. And in front of you, there's a dead elk. And feasting on the elk currently is your partner, Caro.
Smiles when seeing Carol.
What would you like to do?
He looks at his hands, looks over to Carol, and then he like wipes the palms of his hands off, and then goes and tries to pet Carol, just comforting.
Caro is also covered in blood.
Yeah. Just look around for a moment.
You could tell that you were hungry, but now you're not.
Yeah. Hell of an afternoon, huh? Just take 2-3 minutes, just take in what just happened. Not knowing fully where I am. But...
Snow is falling peacefully above your head. You're in an alpine forest of some description, and above the snow, you can see brilliant bands of green and blue and gold, across the skyline.
Huh. Sorry, I'm taking notes as we go.
You feel at peace, more so than you have in quite some time.
I think he takes comfort in that.
But you're well aware that you took a lot of arrows.
Didn't really leave in the best moment, as it were. Well, we can't stay here all day. Get to my feet.
Mm-hmm. You get to your feet and you notice that your boots are worn a little thin.
Huh.
They're not damaged per se, but they could definitely use a repair.
Yeah. Gonna need to work on these here, huh? Come on, Carol. Let's take a look around, see where we are.
Caro, separates a shank from the deer and picks it up in his mouth.
Yeah. And then I'll just pick a direction, I guess.
Okay. So you start walking uphill through the snow, and you're not sure why you picked this direction, but you definitely feel as if it's the correct one. Soon you begin to hear the sound of flowing water, and as you crest the hill, you see, or not crest the hill, you come out of the trees. You're still climbing up the hill. You see the hill has turned into a cliffside, and you need to climb to advance further. And immediately to your left, there is a river flowing up the side of the cliff, towards the horizon, towards the aurora. above your head. And at the top of the cliff, you can very clearly see one of the spirit statues, one of the giant spirit statues from Valorholm. You're looking up at Eagle.
It's good to know we're somewhere safe. Well, comparably. You up for a climb, bud?
I think Caro is like looking at the water calmly.
Yeah, while I'm down here, we'll walk over the water.
Okay.
Kneel down by the edge.
Yep, it's flowing from your left to your right, gradually and then rapidly, as if it were falling up the side of the cliff.
Huh. Dip one hand into the water.
It's very cold.
Yeah. And bring it out and kind of use it, rub my hands together to get the blood off.
Mm-hmm.
And probably mostly just on instinct. I think once his hands are clean, he'll scoop some up and have a drink.
Okay. You scoop some up and you have a drink, and as the water enters your mouth and leaves your hands, you notice something in your palms. It's a small lizard, about the size of one of your fingers, that you must have accidentally scooped up. You're just chilling in the water remaining in your hands, like looking at you. His little throat's bulging in and out.
He smiles. Sorry, bud. Slowly lowers it back down.
Okay. You put him back in the water, and kind of watch him as he settles on a rock. And then you look across the stream, and there's a grizzly bear drinking from the water. Biggest grizzly bear you've ever seen.
Well, that's wow. And it's not like not a fear thing, not just a, what's the word I want here? Admiration? Like, he can appreciate this is sort of where he, his natural element, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, he nods to the bear, gets back to his feet. Don't suppose you know a way up.
Can you make an animal handling check for me, please?
Sure. Animal handling.
Okay. With a natural 20, I think the bear, like, looks up when you speak. You say, I don't know if you know a way up. And the bear, like, looks at the waterfall, and then its gaze drifts down into the water, and it swats, and it pulls out a salmon in its mouth. And you keep watching, and the action startled a few other salmon, and they go shooting up the waterfall.
Yeah. Huh. But I wouldn't give...
Hmm? What'd you say, Brightland? Can anybody hear me? Oh heck, I think my Discord died. 1 segundo.
Oh. Hello, Kitsune.
There we go, I'm back. My Discord
You
died.
good?
Yep.
Okay.
The last thing I heard was what I wouldn't give.
What I wouldn't give to be able to turn into a salmon right now.
Okay.
Kind of just watching them swim up.
Okay. So, Helio, or I guess Jara, in this instance.
Aw.
I know I said get in the headspace of Helio yesterday, but that wasn't entirely accurate.
I need to get in the headspace of Wolf.
I need you to get in the headspace of Wolf. Yes, precisely.
I think I can handle that.
Now, I think it is fair to say that if Kelio Wolfwalker is Jara Golden Dawn Reborn, Kelio is not always Jara.
No. There is distinction.
So would Jara be in Valorholm right now? And if she would she be as Kilio? I feel like she might, because that's her face now.
Yes, that is her face now. And even so, there's a chance Kilio's still asleep anyway.
True.
So Jara would probably come home for a little while.
So Jara, you've got your wolf with you. Your wolf's name is Gar.
Gar.
And
okay.
Gar's spirit was split into 3 when you went back to the north.
Interesting.
Yes. But here, Gar is whole.
Mm-hmm.
Are you riding Gar as Kilio?
I feel like she would.
Okay. So as Rockham is saying, like, what I wouldn't give to turn into a salmon, you're coming back from a hunt, Jara. Gar is a tremendous melanistic timber wolf. He is a dire wolf, but he's even more than that. He is absolutely huge. He's got spikes on his brow ridges.
Jesus. He's a dire wolf.
Yes. He's got 2 tails. And he's about the size of an elephant. He's a melanistic timber wolf, so he's got deep yellow eyes. He's got more black fur than non-black fur. But Gar is unique because he's basically every wolf. He's the personification of wolf. So he's got like
is wolf.
Yeah, so he's got like black swirls. He's got like the orange tint to his face.
There's some spots where it is silvery gray and it looks like speckled with stars.
Precisely. So you're just back from a hunt, you and Gar. It doesn't matter what you were hunting because just the hunt is your domain.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you were keeping tabs on what is referred to as the takers, those who hunt too much, who are growing in strength. Maybe you were keeping an eye on them. Maybe you were hunting to cull population. Maybe you were hunting for the sport of it. Maybe you were hungry. It doesn't really matter. But you're coming back from a hunt, and in this new form, you could probably go up the waterfall. And Gar will go with you because Gar is just a part of you. But you've always wanted to do that. And maybe you were thinking about it when you hear a voice that you've heard before. The young upstart who beat you in the Great Hunt say, like, what I wouldn't give to turn into a salmon. And you come out of the trees. So, Rock, you see this giant wolf come out of the trees with a halfling on its head.
Like, sitting. Like, just casually.
Yes! And Jara, you see the upstart, and he's got a wolf with him. It's white and spectral, but it's definitely not the wolf that he had before, though you're looking at it and you go, wait, I know that wolf from the hunt. That wolf helped you on the hunt. And you hear him say, like, what I wouldn't give to turn into a salmon. He doesn't need to do that. Valorholm is powered by thought.
Yeah. I think... Is Rockham in, like, stunned silence, or does he go to, like, immediately say something?
He's a little bit awestruck in the moment.
Thought so.
I would say, like, Rockham, you recognize the wolf. The rider is not someone you've seen before. It's like, that's very clearly Jara's wolf, but
Yeah.
that's not
But there's
Jara.
a halfling.
At least that's not Jara as she was during the hunt.
Yeah.
The hair's the same, that's about it.
It's been a minute. And there's that bit of awkwardness, like he's.
Why do you need to be a salmon?
Oh,
to
Go up the
climb to
fall.
Valorhome. I think she like shakes her head dismissively. Just in a, I would say in kind of like a wolfish way.
Mm-hmm.
You reach
Back up the cliff.
Valorhome through your own legend. You can call on another's legend, but at the end of the day, you do need to forge your own.
Jara, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Sure. Can you roll it for me? I can tell you what numbers to roll.
Yeah, certainly.
My perception is at +7.
+7. You got a 15 on that roll, Jara. This boy is different from the last time you saw him. He's dead. He wasn't dead the last time you saw him. It's always unfortunate when somebody so young meets their end.
He seemed aided, so to speak.
No? But he's definitely bloody. Gar notices it too. You should take him to Eric or Sigrid
Mm-hmm.
or Gola. It's up to you
I
who.
can, yeah. Come. I'll show you how to climb the falls.
He nods and he doesn't need to, but he takes a step like to be out of the way for you to approach. But
She's on the other side of the river.
oh, gotcha.
And I think with her wolf, just move towards the base of the falls.
Yeah, you just step into the river.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And you get to the base of the falls, and then you just orient yourself and keep going.
I'm gonna try and mimic what they do, like get to the fall and then.
Okay, so you climb into the river. It's cold as fuck.
Yeah, he's
And
doing
Caro,
his best not to
Caro
shake
is,
his jaw.
is slow to join you.
He's doing his best not to let his jaw shake too much.
You get to the base of the falls, you're getting pounded with water.
And then he's gonna try and imagine himself climbing up it, like walking up it.
Okay. Make a charisma saving throw. You have advantage on this.
I'm gonna need it.
No, you're not. That's a goblin 20.
Okay.
So you tell us, like Jara is just fording. Jara just like sticks to the wall and is just fording. But what is Rockham's way of getting up the water? Is he swimming? Is he flying? Is he climbing? Is he fording? Like what is the difference between Jara calmly walking up the waterfall with her wolf and whatever Rockham does?
I think for him, he gets there. It's cold. He's not entirely sure what to do, so he starts like putting a hand on the wall, putting the next one on the wall, and then it starts getting easier. And he's almost swimming in a way.
Okay. So Jara, you glance back over your shoulder, and the boy is swimming up the falls. Eventually, the four of you make it to the top of the falls, amid the statues of the Guardians, beneath the stars filled with constellations, and you see the great lodge of Valorhome, with the various smaller lodges and shrines around it. And, of course, Snorri is up here fishing.
Oh, of course. I would be concerned if he was not.
Yeah, right? So he's up here with a spear and a net, and he looks up as you come up the top of the falls, and he says, "There you are, Jara! We were wondering what happened."
Carving a new legend.
So you did go back.
I think she nods, just very slightly.
How bad is it?
It's bad. Almost got sent back several times, but we're surviving. This one, she like Her wolf turns his head, not her.
Yeah.
It's probably about now that I reached the top.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit behind.
You could have picked any time beyond the dragon. We'll talk later.
I think she nods. What was that last name you said? When you said who should I bring them to?
Oh, Thola. Or not Thola. Shit, Gola.
Gola. Who's Gola? I'm not familiar with that name.
Gola Kindheart is Salmon. She was old for as long as you could remember, Jara.
Yeah.
She was a healer, and she is the one who... You've never told anyone this, but she's the one who put the idea in your head of where to go with Eric. You blazed the trail, but it was Gola who started you on your journey.
He was the person who was in that cave with the sword and be like, you don't go without this.
Yes, correct. Gola was always the same age, as long as you can remember. She was always an old woman, and she was always the matronly healer. And shortly after settling in the north, Clan Garm, I think it was? Clan Garm or Clan Bryn, cracked open the earth and got some weird vapors released into the valley. And it was Gola that ultimately put a stop to it, but it killed her. But she was here in Valorholm when you got here.
So Gola is her name?
Gola, Gola. And the Goliaths are named after Gola.
Gotcha.
They were called the People before Gola.
Gola will know what to do. Is she still here? She's always here.
She's always here. In the resting pools. What do you mean Gola will know what to... And he looks at Rock more closely.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's been a rough afternoon.
What happened?
Well, we were trying to defend a small city. Is it a city or a town? It's more of a town, right?
Neither. It's a village.
Village? That's the word I want. We were trying to defend a village from what seemed like an orc army. It was going well.
Apparently not.
One too many arrows.
Where's your brother?
What? Still alive, last I heard.
And Snorri looks back at Jara. He says, "Does Eric know?"
I don't know where Eric is. Not yet.
Thought he was with you. What do you mean you don't know where he is?
Haven't found him.
It's the damn We'll talk later. He's not here.
Why do you think I went down?
You went first!
And I came back and he was gone, so I went back down.
You know how bad things are.
I do.
Your people need you.
My people are down there too.
Valorholm is getting a little empty, little sister. Torvald is gone. Eric is gone. You're going in and out. I'd say it's lonely, but for all the new admissions.
Maybe it's time. Us.
Time for what?
Time for those that have been here the longest to go and carve a new legend.
That's not your decision. It's not mine either. But without Eric... Take him to Gola. I'll try to find Sigrid.
She nods more firmly this time and starts to move towards the resting pools.
Yes. Jara.
Mm.
It's on you to call for the moot.
And she nods again, keeps walking.
Rock, what do you do? You have never seen Snorri like this.
Yeah. And most of what I know of Snorri is from my brother at this point.
Mm-hmm.
From mentions and other things. I think he goes to take a step, stops. Thank you for helping my brother in ways that you can. Means more than you know.
About that, before you go with Chara,
Nods.
like, hold his hand out.
I hold my hand out.
Give me your horn.
He goes to like put his hand where he normally keeps it. Like,
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Pulls it off, and he's had it for a long time at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's Snorri, so if there's anyone to trust it with.
Do you hesitate?
Yeah, he has a moment where he pulls it out of his grip and looks
so you
at it.
hesitate, and Snorri's brows come together beneath the big bear hood that he wears, and he says, "Come on, boy, it's not yours."
You're right. It's not. Hands it over.
He takes it. You said there was a battle, right?
Nods. At the, trying to remember the name of the keep. Nightstone, was that it?
Nightstone.
At Nightstone Keep. Or just outside it.
Mother, forgive me for what I'm about to do. And he blows it. And almost immediately Sokka materializes.
Oh. Also, side note, I gotta go check on Dopey.
I thought you might.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, hello.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, so Sok, you like suddenly you're one second you're fighting orcs, protecting Braden, and the next second you're standing in the cold on the cliff where you fought Malar, facing Snorri, and Snorri looks haggard. He's not smiling, his eyes are sunken, he looks tired, and he's holding Rockham's horn.
Why do you have Rockham's horn?
Because he's right there.
I
Like
think
He just like points to your left and there's Rockham.
yeah, he like looks at Rockham, looks at Snorri, looks up. Okay. Looks over, sees Jara.
Yep.
Okay. Recognizes the cliff. Okay.
Passes the horn back to Rock.
Oh no.
Oh god, Rockham, are you dead?
No. No.
Things aren't, like you left them, Sok.
What do you mean?
He, like, gestures down, like, over the side of the cliff towards Valor Home. And you see way more people than were here last time. Like, there's people camping in the amphitheater.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Jorah's taking your brother somewhere safe. We're going to figure this out.
Well, what do you mean somewhere safe? He's supposed to be coming back with me.
We'll
right?
see.
That's why I'm here, right? Because you're confused why he's here. That's why I'm here, isn't it?
Kind of. More so, the two of you are a package deal. And it's not for me to decide what your time is. It's up to... And he makes eye contact with Jara. The wiser of us. I need to go and find someone. If there's anyone you think could help, Sokam, I suggest calling to them. Otherwise, Jara knows the way.
Help what? A lot is coming in really fast here.
Yeah. You're right about that. But we're strong. It's our job to stop the mountain. And he turns and starts walking down the hill. Jara, Sokam, what do you do? Since we're waiting on Brightwind.
What is he talking about, Jara?
More of our kin are dying in the north.
Yeah, I heard that was happening. What the fuck is that? And he like points down at all the people. This doesn't feel like random deaths. It looks like a fucking genocide.
Let me give you some information, Jara, because you would know this.
Any information is better than no information.
Absolutely. Now, you have to choose how much of this you want to share with Salcom, and to be absolutely clear, Keelio doesn't know any of this.
Absolutely. Keelio is unconscious right now.
Yep. So, this age of the world is called the Dragonblight Wars. And it's not only affecting the mortal realms, it's affecting the divine.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, boy.
If Eric isn't here, he might not be able to get back.
Yeah. And it's probably why she's trying to find him.
Probably. This is a time when a lot of legends are abruptly put to an end. And it's only going to get worse until either Tiamat returns or is put to her final rest.
Oh, boy.
You disconnected.
Nyx.
Yeah,
Nyx did.
I know. That's what I said.
Ah. There's a lot going on. That's rather complicated.
I wasn't quite done. I just noticed the overlay was messed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There is another thing, and you can choose whether or not to reveal this.
Okay.
These two boys in front of you are more important than your avatar.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If they get to the end of their legend, Eric's clan is reforged.
Which clan was Eric? I'm sorry.
Grawl.
Grawl.
But Rocca's dead. And their fates are inexorably tied together. That's something else you should be aware of. One cannot exist without the other on a given plane. And I don't think they know that yet.
So, if Rockham dies,
Salcom dies.
without fail, by fate, it's no getting around it, Salcom will die.
Correct. If one of them is sent to another plane, they will come back together, either on the original plane or on the new plane.
So bringing Salcom here, even temporarily,
was the only way to keep Rockham cogent.
yeah. To keep him where we can help him.
Yes. And like the obvious solution is like, oh, send them back, make them see to the end of their legend. That's not really how it works.
Yeah, Rockham's body is fucked.
Right, but like what I'm saying is you can't, like the Valorhome can't directly interfere with the mortal plane. That's why you go back yourself. That's one of the reasons why you guys do the reincarnation thing, is so that you can affect the world in meaningful ways.
Aye, it's very important that we're able to do that, but when we're here, we're just in a theater.
Yeah, you can't just snap your fingers and fix this. That power exists, but like Eric is the arbiter of it, and Eric isn't here.
If Eric isn't here, okay, I might be misunderstanding something. If Eric isn't here, we can't do anything?
No. If Eric isn't here, you need to find a way to tap that power.
Which animal spirit is Eric? Eric.
Eagle.
Eagle.
You can tap that power if Eric is beside you.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not here.
He's not here.
Torvald can tap the power occasionally. He's not here.
Torvald's not here.
So you need to find a way to fix this. And you've basically got two choices on where to start. Sigurd and Gola.
Mm-hmm. And if Gola doesn't have a way, I better hope Sigurd hasn't gone back yet.
Sigurd doesn't go back. Sigurd and Gola have never gone back. Neither has Snorri.
Yep. Snorri has never gone back. Okay. That's cool.
Yep. You go back the most. Eric goes back when he gets bored or lonely. And Torvald goes back occasionally. There are some others that go back here and there, but you, by far, have the most stamps on your passport.
And they walked the most trails.
Yes. So yeah, so Salcom says, like, what is this?
Right now. But the world is... Have you ever seen two neighboring villages? Most of the time it's humans. At a standstill against each other.
I've read about it.
It's kind of like that, a war.
I don't understand why we're here. Me and Rockham could be there, doing more to stop this.
Because Rockham died. Your fates are intertwined.
What did you say?
Your fates are intertwined.
No, not that.
I think she, like, looks at him. saying nothing, waiting for his response.
Mm-hmm. Now you're getting it.
I think Sockham is just slowly and very coldly becoming angrier the deeper the silence gets.
Mm-hmm.
Those things killed my brother.
Jara,
Mm-hmm.
you have more senses than the boys do.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that I...
Yes, that's what I was getting at. You see, like a foul odor. This cold rage turning green and swirling like a mist. And you remember that this boy was marked by the god of slaughter.
Sockham, silence your rage. This is your only warning.
Walked away, and they killed my brother. I'm stood here because my brother died, and you want
And
me to
we
be
are
calm?
going to help you. But we can't help you if you let Malar in here.
Welcome back, Rock. You didn't miss very much. I gave
yes.
I gave Jara some needed backstory to be able to do this scene, and then Sockham is starting to go into a cold rage. That's basically all you missed.
Okay.
Only reason he can't, he's probably not already letting Malar in at this point is because he doesn't have any rages left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His well is already tapped.
Or that's why you're at risk.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
The beast chained to the bottom of the well doesn't have anything drowning it.
Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly think that statement strikes a pang of anxiety in Sockham. Because what happens if a beast like Malar gets let loose in the thereafter?
I mean, you saw Snorri was willing to give his life to keep it out of Valorholm. Or rather, his memory.
And I think Jara's willing to do the same here.
Yeah.
Am I present for all this going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to calm your brother down.
Yeah. I think I'll just, no words needed, I'll just walk up and hug Sock, see if, like, there's a connection.
Okay.
Be calm, brother. These things happen.
I think like Rockham hugs Sockham, and the anger just kind of gone.
Yeah.
And he's just gripping Rockham.
Mm-hmm. Same dude.
I'm sorry I was gone. I could have taken it. I could have. I'm sorry.
You did nothing wrong. Just kind of hold him at arm's length, looking at him.
I didn't have Mother Bear. I could have taken it.
Sorry, I'm breathing.
Like, Jara, that's a foolish thing for Sockham to say.
It is.
What does it mean he didn't have Mother Bear? Of course he had Mother Bear. Like, you can see it.
Yeah, it's like... okay, forgive me for referencing this. It's like a stand over his shoulder from JoJo.
Not quite that specific. But,
No.
like, he has the same aura that Snorri has.
Gotcha.
Call on Eric in the river, and then I couldn't hear anyone.
You did all you could.
Are you sure
Still
that you
doing it.
couldn't hear anyone? Or are you scared to listen?
scared if I start listening to something else, I'll let another damned god in.
It's better than not listening at all, isn't it?
Lol has cursed my mind. Malar has tainted my soul.
Your soul's here in Valorholm. He hasn't taken it.
The angrier he gets, the more you see that like green miasma come out of his mouth. His teeth start to yellow before your vision, Jara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I see
Can't-
that, or is it just my brother in front of me?
You cannot see anything. Jara has senses you don't.
Yeah, just
Ye-
making sure.
I think Sock'em might
Bear
look
never
back
left
down.
you, Sock'em.
Well, in fact, he has all of them. So do you. So does Rockham. He carries the spirit of Valorholm with him.
Gee, I think that's not a thing with everybody, is it?
It is with Goliaths.
You have a connection to Bear, to Eagle, to Salmon, to all of them. Why only call on Bear when Bear may not be what you need? You could
Hey.
call on Wolf. You could call on Eagle.
Hold so many names, and then it felt like. It
And they
felt
answered,
like, and then
but you
all of a
felt like they
sudden,
weren't enough.
I left the river, and it felt like a part of my tongue was tied.
It'll be alright. If anyone's to blame here, it's me for not seeking these connections that I should have been. I was hesitant of things I'm not comfortable with.
You weren't hesitant to start climbing.
Well, you have me there. I'll give you that.
Think. I think Sock'em like looks back down the cliff again.
Mm-hmm.
And he like takes a deep breath.
Okay,
don't
I'm back.
know.
What'd I miss?
We're chatting.
Malcolm is looking
Yeah.
over the edge of the cliff down the waterfall.
Okay.
Back down at the people Snorridge was gesturing to.
No. That's the other direction.
Oh.
Over the waterfall was the fort and hunting grounds.
Oh. Sock'em's looking at the people.
Yeah.
My apologies. I
Yeah, no.
misunderstood direction.
Over the great lodges and shrine. Yeah.
I think Sock'em like gets a more stern look. I don't know if he can spark, because the sparking is like his connection with Galestorm.
Yeah. I mean, you have Galestorm.
I like to think there's just this spark under his eyes.
But I mean,
as
this
he's
is
taking a breath.
Valorholm. This is Valorholm. I wonder if it's a spark, or if it's just a straight up thunderhead behind his eyes.
Maybe.
Cause you're in Valorholm,
But-
dog.
Mhm.
Yeah. I like to think that there's this brief moment of electricity on Sock'em, thunder in his eyes, and a deep breath. The stars need to wait for us. They can't be forgotten.
And just kind of follow where he's looking.
Okay.
Just take a moment. The others are still out there, you know?
They,
They need you.
they are. And more people need you.
Luckily, time doesn't matter here, Jara.
You have time. I wouldn't have called you from battle if you didn't.
Regardless of how much time we have or don't have,
As much as you need right this moment.
as more and more people eventually going to appear here. There's more and more stories starting to be forgotten.
Hey, Sokka, make a perception check.
That button. Yeah.
You had advantage because you're in Valorhome,
Right.
and that's enough.
Oh.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's enough. So the constellations above Valorhome are a little faded.
Where are we going, Jara?
Gola.
The healing
Gola?
pools, the still waters, the salmon shrine.
And as they're walking, you two are very important to us, to the people here.
How are we any more important than any of them?
I dare say you're more important than Kilio is.
What?
I gotta look at Sokka at the name.
That's... Like, Jara right now is Kelio's body, isn't
It's
it?
Kilio's body without the hair dye, yes.
Kelio is the one I contacted when I called out to Jara in the... earlier. It's the form Jara's in now, except, well, Kelio had white hair.
No, Kilio had brown hair.
Kelio had brown hair, my bad.
Brown close to black.
Yeah, Jara has white hair.
Kelio had black hair.
We go back from time to time when we hope to change things we do not want to come to pass.
They risk more, like specifically, you risk mortality.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big risk.
Is it like if you don't carve a successful legend when incarnated, you don't come back?
No, but the person that you're inhabiting doesn't. So it's tantamount to murder.
Ooh.
Ah.
That's a steep cliff.
It is.
I'm
Like
realizing
Kelio is not Jara. Jara is
Right.
Kelio.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if Kelio bites it, then Kelio doesn't go to Valorhome, and Jara has to deal with that.
I mean, she might, but not forever.
Not deal with it forever, you mean?
No, she might go to Valorhome, but not forever.
Oh.
That's what the Goliaths want, is to go to Valorhome forever.
Yes, it is. It is what the. Yeah. Okay, that's true. Yes, you're correct. Because Kelio might be forgotten. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. But it's still tantamount to murder.
Yes, it is.
So it's a hard choice, which is one of the reasons Snorri's never done it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of responsibility, is what that is.
Yes. So you guys are making your way down the cliff on the Valorhome side, towards the Great Lodges, and like, to be clear, there's a shitload of people here, but it's not somber. People are laughing and drinking and shopping and praying and like, it's a bustling city and people are happy. There's just way more of them since the last time you were here.
Yeah. Full house, as it were.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, Salcom, you were there for Hundlestone. It's kind of like Hundlestone right now.
Not quite. It's not over capacity. Valorhome can't get over capacity.
No, because it's a heaven.
Right, but it's bustling is the word that I would use.
It's a good word, yeah.
And I think like a trio of young Goliath boys come like tumbling past you guys, basically using a pony keg as a rugby ball.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You say
Nice.
nice, and then you think about kids in Valorholm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jara.
There's always a look of apprehension when the kids pass the
Oh
genre.
yeah, for sure.
This is
And I don't think she's hit it very well.
a lot.
Not
more
with how
people than I
bad things
remember.
not with how bad things are right now.
A lot more
And I
people
think-
here than I remember
I
last
think Stalkum has to say her name twice to get her attention.
Jara.
Hmm. She turns her head.
You know,
I love the idea. You turn your head, and Gar keeps looking at the kids. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm a skald. It's my job to help people be remembered. Is it? And in the literal sense, Sokkum, like, in the physical sense, Sokkum's keeping it together.
Mm-hmm.
Not very well in the head.
Right.
Yeah.
Would it be a crime of me to see fit whatever's doing this forgotten?
Yes, it would be a crime. Like, straight up, yes, it would be a crime.
Yeah.
You don't forget bad things, because that's how they reincarnate.
Oof.
Forgetting is bad. You forget and it comes back. And not the way we want it to.
I think, like, you guys are walking out into the amphitheater section, which is a big frozen lake underneath the big main hall, surrounded by, like, lodges and temples and shrines all around it.
Mm-hmm.
It's used as a festival ground, but it's a big frozen lake, and I think, as you say, like, not in the way we want, the audience sees, like, the outline of a serpent move beneath the ice.
Whoa.
I think when we get to the edge of the pool,
Oh,
I think-
you're a good way from the pool yet.
yeah.
Okay.
I think-
Yeah, you're heading to the Shrine of Salmon, but you've got a ways to go yet. And I think like it means nothing to the twins, but I think a Goliath, like, cheerfully, slightly drunkenly, like, stumbles up to you. And we see him immediately. He's got the spectacles on the end of his nose. He's got the leather cap. It's Throck Hidespinner.
Oh.
And he, like, stumbles up and he says, "Kilio, there you are! I've been looking all over for you."
Hello, Throck. Enjoying your ale?
Yes, it's lovely. I didn't know there was another moot. Where's my lodging? I've been trying to find Sigrid and... I don't remember the wife's name. I'm blanking.
I don't remember the wife's name either, and I feel bad.
You wrote it down. I know you did.
I did, but I'm not in Roll 20.
Can you go get it real quick?
Yeah, I can try.
Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on.
It's in
I
my
got it.
notes, I believe.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's got GM permissions.
I've got
Okay.
GM powers involved.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's Throck. Sigrid is the daughter. And I don't remember the wife's name. I think it ended in an A, though.
Helios Biblio.
Yep.
Just waiting on it to load.
Yep.
It should be in there, and I'm sorry if it's not.
I know you wrote it down because you said, I'm going to remember these names.
Mhm.
I just hope this ain't gonna look like your Waterdeep notes.
Yeah.
I mean,
It might. It's got a lot in there.
Huzzah, it's better.
to be fair, we've
I'm
been
not sure if
for a while.
that's saying much.
Was it Ingrid? It might have been Ingrid. Thinking about
I think it was. I think it was Ingrid.
Bring token to Throck.
You could probably
People know
control
Throg.
F Throg. THROK should get you
What do
what
you mean?
want.
What do you mean control F? Holy shit! What the fuck is this?
It allows you to search a document.
I know
Uh,
my notes. I can probably find it.
Only one result for Throck.
Okay.
Should be it.
Nope. Bring token to Throck Hidespinner. Ooh,
Okay.
Maybe.
Try Sigrid, maybe?
I'm pulling up my notes.
0 results.
Let me see if I can find it. Voices of the Mountain. The Rock. No results.
Roll 20 is taken up.
It happens. No worries.
Insert wife name here.
Okay, my notes have loaded.
No. It's just giving Sigrid. I don't remember the wife's name.
It'll
I don't
probably
wanna-
come up later.
Yeah, I don't want to get too bogged down on this, but yeah, he says, like, do you know where my lodgings are? I can't find his wife and Sigrid, is what he says.
What would Shara say to that? Because his wife and child are not here yet.
Correct. But that's the thing, time doesn't matter here. So, like, hiding any pain, I think what she would say is, they'll be here before you know it. Or they'll be along
Yeah.
soon, maybe.
They'll be here before you know it.
Mm.
Enjoy your ale in the moots for now.
Well said, well said. How's the armor working out for you? And he's already stumbling away before you can answer. It never
Saves
gets
my
easier,
ass.
Jara.
I think she mutters to herself. My wolf's teeth had saved my ass more times than I can count.
Someone you know, I'm guessing.
I think she gives a pained nod.
And he just quietly nods along.
I need a bigger book.
I have a favor to ask for you, Salcom.
Hmm.
Remember the name Throck Hidespinner.
Here comes the little black book. Actually, the writing probably won't appear.
Throck Hidespinner. Like, the sad thing about Throck is he didn't really do anything that great. Like, his masterwork was Kelio's armor.
As long as Kelio lives, he'll be remembered, but that's where it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throck Hidespinner of Clan Bryn. If anything, I think Jorah would say, like, find Sigrid and protect her. Because Jorah's wolf.
Yeah.
Remember Throck Hidespinner, that's Owl. Jorah is wolf
Yeah.
incarnate.
Fine. Okay, yeah, that's fair. When you go back, find Sigrid.
She doesn't have a
Well,
surname. She doesn't have a
yeah,
surname yet. She's just
yeah.
Sigrid.
Find Sigrid
Sigrid of Clan Bryn.
of Clan Vren.
Hmm.
So you guys continue walking along, and eventually it starts to get warmer. And you come around a rocky, like, hillock, and you see a little, like, oasis. It's a little, like, it's a hot river with little pool tributaries coming off of it, almost like a You ever seen a ping pong tree star? That's not a joke. That's what they're actually called.
I have not. Hold on.
A ping pong.
Think so?
I'm gonna look this up.
Or sea star, maybe.
Oh, here. I got a picture. I'll put it in Vom chat.
Thank you.
Vom chat.
Tails chat.
Tails chat.
There's a ping pong sea sponge.
That might be what I'm thinking of. If it's a blue thing, then yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that is.
So,
Cool.
so imagine this river, this hot river. It's steaming, going through, and it's leaving little tributary pools connected like the ping pong sea sponge.
Mm-hmm.
And then built near its source, there's like a 3-story longhouse that's been built, and there's people moving around in white robes, but this place is not nearly as vibrant as the rest of Valorholm, in the sense of there's not many people here, and those that are like keeping to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Much more quiet here.
It always
It's the still waters, or the still waters. It's the soothing pools. It's the safe harbor. It's the shrine to salmon. And I think like above the longhouse, carved out of the wood, there's a leaping salmon.
Nice.
But because the water is hot and misty, you can't see down into it.
Mm-hmm.
You believe me if I said this was my first time coming to Salmon's? what would this?
Run.
What is this?
I'm surprised.
I figure you
Turns to
everywhere by
look. I figured you would have at least caught on to salmon many times by now.
I have. But I've just never made it over here before. I've been to. It's Bear's Heart here too, right?
What do you mean?
The lodge to Bear.
No, it's Bear's Den here.
Bear's Den. I've been to Bear's Den. Eagle's Nest?
Correct. Roost,
And-
actually.
Eagle's Roost.
Owl's
and
Nest.
Owl's Nest.
Leopard, probably Leopard's Lair. Salmon's Run, etc.
Yeah. I've only been to Bear's Den. Fuck, I forgot Eagle already.
Roost.
Roost.
Eagle's Roost and
The main lodge.
the main lodge.
I see. Where does Gola stay? Like, where
Here.
would she stay around here?
She's like all of Salmon's disciples are here, healing. Like healing at Valorholm is more like helping people come to terms with it.
Mm-hmm. It's psychological healing.
Oh, spiritual healing, more accurately.
Yee.
In the most literal sense.
Yes.
Hey.
So actually, about this point, like a white-robed Goliath, and when I say white-robed, let me be clear. Like this man is covered, hand and foot, in white cloth. Actually, it wouldn't be white. It would have white on it, but it would be red.
For salmon.
For salmon, exactly.
Yeah, makes sense.
He's got a necklace of scales that he's wearing, and his face is veiled, just his eyes. From his eyes up is veiled. So like the only part of his skin that you can see are from his nose to the top of his chest and his hands. And he comes up to you.
I think Killian nods to him approaching.
And he nods. And most of Salmon's disciples don't have names. Like they give of themselves, including their memory, to help people.
That's all to give.
Which is holy fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he just like comes up wordlessly to Rockham, and like puts a hand on his shoulder, takes his other hand, and starts to lead him towards the river. And he says like quietly, "Let's get that blood off you."
I think he looks back to Sogum before he starts going. Just like
Wait.
hoping this isn't the last.
It'll be fine, Rockham. I'll get you on our way out.
Look forward to it.
I think at this point, she like starts to climb down,
Okay.
and Zara's form is very tiny compared to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like 3 feet, and you're 8 feet tall.
9. Slocum is 9.
Something like that, yeah.
Jesus.
Fucking tanky boy.
So about this point, you guys feel like a tremor in the ground, and a figure that you've met before is like running up the path that you guys just came up, with Snorri chasing after her. She's not wearing her armor. She's in her like steel blue blacksmith like uniform with the big brown apron over it. She's still carrying her forge hammer. She hasn't put it down. And she just like runs up to Salcom, and just like looks around worriedly. And I think all Sigrid says is like, "Where's your brother?"
One of the members of Salmon took him to a pool to wash the blood off.
Already in the pool.
Blood on the stones.
told-
Tell me everything now.
We were in a place called Nightstone. Orcs arrived carrying banners that had an eye on it, and they wanted the town. Of course,
It was worse than we thought it was.
Sigrid puts a hand up, and she looks at you, Jara, and she says, "Keep Jared out of here."
She nods, and I think she just slips away.
Mm-hmm. Continue, Salcom.
Salcom visibly making note of that name.
You know that name.
No, Grumsh.
She didn't say Grumsh.
Jara did.
Jara did.
Oh, did she? I missed that. Yeah, you know Jared. You know that name.
Yeah. No, he's making mental note of Grumsh.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Go on.
And, you know, the KnightLites doing what we do. We didn't know if there were survivors. We hadn't searched the whole town yet. So we put up a defense at the front gate.
Snorri comes up about this point. Go ahead.
We were doing, I'd say, well. I'd been dropped almost twice, but I was alright. Protected my brother from a volley of arrows. And then there was another volley. 2 massive chunks were just ripped out of the enemy, and then they released another volley. And he like starts to visibly grow a little upset, but he's like trying to hold it.
Yeah, Snorri like puts a hand on your shoulder.
I think they hit Rockham a lot.
So Sigrid like gets very quiet, but you feel like this tremor go out through the ground. And finally she says, "What has Jara told you?" Like slowly opens her eyes. Has she told you how important you are?
Well, at the same time, yes and no. She said that we're important. Me and Rockham said that her and Snorri have said that we're a package deal. But I don't know what that means. That how are we so much more important?
Because you're going to stop this. Sigrid.
I mean, you're not wrong. The stars can wait a little bit longer for me and my brother, but... And Salcom, like, visibly looks unsure of that statement, despite the confidence he puts into it.
Mm-hmm. Snorri, what choice do we have?
I feel like one of the Goliaths would have said that, like, put a stop to this doesn't mean just the orcs attacking.
Yeah. Well, Sigurd was going to, and then Snorri was like, Sigurd, stop.
Okay, sorry for
Yeah,
interrupting.
no worries. They deserve to know. It's not written yet.
Oh, it's getting dark.
And Eric's not here to... No, he's not. Which means we have to decide. And you know I won't yield. Fine. But you're answering for it, not me. Blood of the mountain, Snorri. She turns back to you, Salcom. She says,
Almost glad Rockham isn't here for this.
you're right, we should find him. Where did he go?
Oh, he like looks off in the direction he watched Rockham start walking.
Come on. I know the way.
Oh, okay.
I'll go find Gola. And Snorri heads off into the lodge as Sigurd takes you down to the river, where Rockham is like he's been undressed and he's been put in the pool. It's like the best hot spring ever, Rockham.
Be disappointed if it wasn't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And a little bit later, you see Salkin and Sigurd Mountain Soul, come up to you. And Sigurd takes one look at you and frowns. And you feel some of the loose pebbles like in the water around you like kick up when she frowns.
Like, seeing that people have approached, you'll start to get out.
There's other people in the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so it's more of a polite thing to just...
Yeah, so you start to get
Pay
up and
attention.
Sigurd like motions for you to like stay there. And she sits down on the bank and
back
gestures Salkin to sit down. And she says, I didn't want to believe it.
I still don't entirely.
Shouldn't be you, not yet.
Is there anything we can do?
There's nothing I can do. It's like this. We cannot affect the world, your world. The only one with the power to do that is Eric.
Eric's not here.
Eric is missing, yes. And with everything happening at this point in time, he might not come back.
He's Eric of Eagle, the free flying. How can he not?
No one knows where he went?
Not even Jara.
What? I know you guys are supposed to be cryptic sometimes, but it just doesn't make sense.
Have I ever been cryptic with you, Salcom Zumar?
That's fair, you're pretty blunt. I respect it, honestly.
He is the free flying. You're right about that. But there is a poison leaching into every realm.
Rock kind of has this look on his face like he doesn't quite understand what that means.
Sigurd like makes a fist around her forge hammer and she says, I'd like to say it won't get past me.
Hey, Sock'em, I just thought of something. You know how Jara just told you to remember to find Sigrid?
Aye.
I mean, this person's calling themselves Sigrid.
No. This is Sigrid.
Oh,
Sigrid. The one you're
No,
talking about is Sigrid. Different pronunciation.
gotcha. Different pronunciation. I'm
Different-
so sorry.
Different name.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
You're
Sigrid.
good.
She goes by Siri if it helps.
Mm-hmm.
Sigrid versus Sigrid.
Mm.
And she like grips the forge hammer and she says, "I'd like to tell you it won't get past me. And I'm strong as stone. But we're not gods. I told you that the first time you came here.
True.
We're going to fight with all we have.
It's all we can do sometimes.
But it's your legend to pull us out of it. Into the light. To banish the darkness. And you can't hardly do that if you're here.
You're not wrong
Yeah.
about that.
To hear Snorri tell it, you're becoming something of a fixture, Sock'em Zumar.
Don't say.
He is my brother. It's the kind of stuff he does.
And yet you're not here. Why?
Was that to me or Sock'em?
That's to you.
I've had doubts, I should say, about if I'm right for this.
So we've offended you.
No, it's more about my bloodline, I suppose, and what they've done.
You're referring to Andre.
He nods.
In the same way that our abilities are limited, you could say the same of mortals. They work within the confines of what they're capable of. Those of us who can see clearly believe that Andre did his best.
I'd like to believe that.
He did more than what was best. He did what was necessary for the clan. They didn't have a way to help Ma.
If there was a brand on your house, neither of you would be sitting here. You speak of worth.
Hearing that helps.
I would say perhaps it is time you take the bounty that you are offered, instead of shying away from senses of worth.
You might be right about that. But gotta get back first before I can do that.
Blood from stones, it may be too late.
When there's a will, there's a way, right?
I would
Me?
suspect that Jara told you I could fix this.
She said you might have a way.
I don't. Not without
If nothing else, you've given us some wise words.
A lot to think on.
Your hope now rests with Gola.
Who is Gola?
Sigurd chuckles. Gola Kindheart. What do you call yourselves?
Goliath.
Gola.
Oh.
Goliath. From Gola.
Huh.
So she's like the ancestor of our people.
Your people were called the people before Gola. Eric holds the power, but those with clear vision can see that Gola's the one who gave it to him. Yes, pointedly, Sigrid said, your people. And she looks like a Goliath.
Yeah.
We've established Sockham isn't super smart, but he's not stupid.
Yeah.
No, he's not dumb at all.
The more
Yeah.
time you spend with Sigrid, the more you realize that she's weird.
So, first of all, Gola is... Eric is the free flyer, but Gola gave him the wings. And more importantly, you're not of Gola.
You aren't?
It's like, keeps her head facing forward, but she turns her eyes to look at you, Sockham. Finish your thought and pronounce your judgment, Sockham Zuma.
Since we first met you, you've made a lot of odd assessments. Your words are kind, absolutely. Appreciated, no doubt, but the choices are...
I speak as an outsider.
The one that's lived among us and has become one of us, more than always has been.
I am the Forge Mistress. I have helped forge 100 legends. I am here because of my deeds, the same as anyone else. I never claimed to be a part of your pack.
I didn't say that. You're absolutely a part of our pack.
No. I'm not. The mountain protects the flock, the pack, the cubs, but it is not part of them. I am the soul of the mountain.
Soul of the mountain. That's an interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, her surname is Mountain Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize if this seems rude. If you're not of Gola, what are you of? Stalkum taking to the whole Gola thing like a fish to water.
Funnily enough,
Yeah.
so Sigrid chuckles slightly and she says, "The stone beneath your feet, the hill that gives you a view, the sliding stones that break an army."
You're literally of the earth.
She nods.
I wouldn't say Ganassi.
She chuckles.
I think it's more than that.
I mean it with the fullest respect to them, but you've got more...
Like, she takes one hand off of her forge hammer and holds it up with the back of her hand facing you, Sockham. And there's this rumble, and then the flesh is replaced with etched stone.
Whoa.
And she just, like, wiggles her fingers, and then it goes back to normal.
Never seen that before.
In
Oh,
your,
fuck, what's the word? Oh...
in your tongue, Oread.
Can you spell that?
O-R-E-A-D.
Is... Okay. The halves, are their names like... Ganassi, or like... Yeah, like the Jinn of the Ganassi, like they have different names.
Secret Mountain,
For
so
the-
it's 100% a Goliath name.
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. Like, is Oria specifically for the Earth ones?
Yes.
Okay. Say, that's not a terribly common word.
Don't think it's one I've ever heard before.
I dare say not. In your Sword Coast, there are... During the Dragonblight Wars. 3.
Only 3, huh?
She
That's
nods.
all. Wow.
That's not a lot.
Well, if they're anything like you, I hope to meet them.
They're not.
That's unfortunate.
Pray that you don't. But suffice to say, to the disappointment of many, I cannot help you. But if you need tools, come to my forge before you leave.
I've talk construction.
I've got my stuff with me, right?
Mhm. Yeah, you take whatever form you want, Valorholm. I just assumed you took Stockholm.
Yeah. I might have a tool in mind. I don't know it. Forgive me if this sounds like heresy. It might be outside of your skills.
Oof.
She narrows her eyes at you. And, like, sits up a little bit straighter. And, like, actually, like, takes a knee as she's about to stand up. She
Sounds
says,
like a challenge.
I'm going to feed you your teeth for that. And then you're going to buy me a drink.
I'll take that as you're accepting the challenge then.
Speak, boy.
See, he was given it earlier,
Mhm.
so like from the little black book on his hip, he starts pulling the dragon lance.
She glances at it for like less than a second and then looks back at your face. And she says, how did you come to know of those?
You might not believe me. I
It's quite a story.
accidentally contacted Forge.
Is that what he's calling himself now?
We had tea.
Of course he did.
It's quite the outstanding person.
Forge is from the same realm those are from.
That would explain a lot.
Explains how he knew what to give us.
The Dragon Queen touches both realms. But there, she was stronger. A great deal stronger. The Platinum Avenger never existed. And so she reigned unchecked.
If you said that these were a threat to her there,
The only threat to her there.
wait, the Platinum Avenger?
Bahamut.
Oh.
The counterpoint to the Dragon Queen.
I see.
She brought her power from that realm to this one. I do not know to what degree, but that explains the Dragonblight. I can forge the weapon for you, but you can't take it back. You'll have to find it.
Our group is pretty good at finding stuff.
I don't know where it would be. I guess I'll have to find out after I make it.
You can give us a way. If you can give us a will, we can find a way.
I should have the supplies for 3, but they won't be together.
That's fine. We can make it work.
1 will be in the Great Mother's Valley. 1 will be in the dark, where spiders dwell.
Oh boy, okay.
And 1 will be in the city whose sister was sent to perdition.
Oh, okay. To clarify, perdition?
Perdition.
Perdition.
What does perdition mean?
You'll have to ask Pierce.
Okay, Pierce, what does perdition mean? I don't fucking know.
Next time I see Pierce, I'll ask him.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Oh, there's only one that I don't have a guess at.
Do not speak of such things here.
We'll figure it out.
She pushes herself to her feet. I'll get to work.
Thank you.
Thank you. That'll help more than you know.
If Gola cannot help you, there is another way. But it's not what you want. Ask Snorri if the time comes.
He nods.
And she turns and walks away. You can feel the ground shivering as she passes. You feel a lot better, Rockham,
Yeah.
soaking in the hot tub.
Starting to get a better feel for our ancestral home yet?
A bit more, but is it weird
and-
that I have more questions than I have gotten answers?
Not really.
Okay. I should have done this. Well, not this in this way, but I should have tried to come back a while ago.
I've been planning a venture back, but
We've been a bit busy,
yeah.
to put it lightly.
I've been running from the anxiety of... And he looks back at the cliff they were walking away from.
You can't see it from here, actually.
Well, he's
direction.
looking in the direction.
Gotcha.
I've been running from all the feelings that gave me. Been running from all the responsibilities I have to this place.
You could say I've been doing the same thing. I don't deal very well with the unknown.
I've been scared to listen, and you've been scared to learn.
It's time we work on that then.
About this point, Snorri is coming back into view. He's like coming through the thick mist that hangs over this place. And he's leading by the arm this, like, the oldest woman either of you have ever seen. She's very obviously Goliath. She's completely hairless. She's wrapped in a red and white, like, shawl. She's got wrinkles on her wrinkles. Like, she is hunched over. Like she's doing that old lady hunch where her back goes forward and then her shoulders go back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And she's carrying a cane in the other hand. And
She's
Snorri
at
is
the
just
point where no Goliath wants to get to.
basically, and Snorri is just like leading her like towards you guys very slowly. Can you both make charisma saving throws for me, please?
Sure.
With disadvantage.
Ow.
Wow.
Unfortunately, you guys don't have a way to make it advantage.
So you're both affected by calm emotions.
Good to know.
What does calm emotions do?
Calms emotions.
Gee, I wonder what
By
the
the
spell
text,
does.
what does calm emotions do?
I suppose the world may
I-
never know. I'm sorry.
I actually don't know what the spell
Well,
exactly
look it up.
does. So I am going to look it up.
Its specifics are it ends conditions that such as charmed, frightened, and if a creature is in a rage or a frenzy, it ends those.
Mm-hmm.
It is effectively a emotional reset.
Interesting.
And yeah, so Snorri brings her up to you guys, and he lets her go, and she walks towards Rockham. She walks past Sockham towards Rockham, and
Oh, boy.
her arm just brushes Sockham. Sockham, any lasting negative effects on you are just gone.
I'm sorry.
You are restored to full hit points, full condition, just
Wow.
everything.
Spell slots back.
Does that count his rages?
No.
Okay.
Had
Does
to
that
try.
does that count my inspirations, my bardics?
It doesn't give you your powers back.
Okay, just my strength.
It just removes any negative, like.
Does this remove divinely imposed debuffs?
Yes.
Oh,
Goodbye, spider fear. I'm gonna leave it, but I'm just gonna add ellipses gone.
Okay.
And she comes over to the edge of the pool, and she just walks into the pool beside you, Rockham, and she's like much shorter than you are. She, like, puts a hand on your chest, and all of the lingering aches from the arrows go away. And she's looking at you with this, like, old lady intensity.
Mhm.
But it's not, like, angry or judgmental. It's just like, I've been doing this a long time. Show Granny where it hurts. Like,
Yeah.
The more you talk to me, the better it'll be.
You know I know. Come on.
But kind of like
You know
myself over.
You know I know you put your hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
like looking at her, Rock, like, she's not related to you, but she's your mom, like, or grandma. Like,
Fair enough.
like, looking at her, like, you know she knows everything, so you might as well just come out with whatever it is. Like, she's that
Yeah.
kind of old lady. Like,
Yeah.
She knows what you were doing on May 24th in the 5th grade.
yeah, exactly.
So you may as well tell her everything, even though it's been 20 years.
So go
Yeah,
on.
Don't believe we've just he's like stunned silence but trying to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe we've met. I'm
Haven't we?
and eyes flick to Sockham for like half a second, like I hope we've met because I don't remember. But we haven't met because I don't remember.
Sockham like really quickly like taps at like an empty part of skin.
An empty part of what, sir?
Like an empty patch of skin, like untattooed.
Oh. I feel like I should know what that means.
We just learned a minute ago we are
I'm
of
looking for my
Gola.
notes.
We are of Gola.
Gotcha.
We've always known Gola, even if we've never met her.
Is this? Oh. Sorry, I'm a little slow.
No worries.
Nah, you're good, dude.
You I presume you're Gola then.
She chuckles and, like, pats you on the arm like 3 times, and every time she pats you, something else that was wrong fixes.
That's awesome.
And she,
By
like,
that crick in your neck when you woke up this morning.
yeah, exactly. Like, shakily gets out of the water, and
The
Snorri goes over to help her, and she, like, waves him away, and she says, "So you don't want to die?"
Not yet, if there's a way.
My grandson says you're important.
would appear that. Yeah.
Her eyes turn to Salcom. Both of you. What do you say?
To Sock?
Like, to both of you. She's like, my grandson says you're both important. What do you say?
I think I'm important so far as my pack needs me. And I'd like to be there for them until the day they don't.
What is your pack?
He goes to say the KnightLites because they've said it 1,000 times, but realizes might not know what that means. My friends and family.
There are many of both here. They need food, protection.
He kind of has that look of like, she's got me there. The ones I have on the mortal plane are in active
More
danger.
important.
I have a lot to learn still.
It is wisdom to know this lesson. And you, bear child?
Being important is great and all. I've always wanted to be a hero and mean something to people, but... And he, like, looks at all the people, like, in the pool, and... More than being a hero, actually being important is being needed and fulfilling what's needed. The stars can wait for us a little longer, can't they?
What is to be needed? What is to be remembered? What is heroism? Eric would tell you there is not more important. But Eric is not here.
Somehow that line should give off horror movie vibes.
I know, right?
But also, yeah, Grandma, you're right.
Yeah.
He says, you have both fallen, giving of yourselves. Is there a greater purpose?
I think Rock goes to speak and then stops. Sort of surviving to protect people in the next fight. In the fight after that.
It is the duty of others to raise the torch. Is there a greater purpose than what has claimed you?
I think he just kind of looks over to Sokkum.
To give of yourselves to ensure tomorrow.
It's fine and all, but we've still got more to give.
I do not think your brother does. He is here. There is a difference in having more and wanting to have more.
We can't afford not to.
At the cost of what?
More family. More of those that are here being forgotten.
More of those on the other plane who might die if we don't protect them.
Would you turn your back on the founder of your clan and choose to be forgotten, to help others, as you say?
That's
If
a big question.
This
me,
is not for you, Soul Forger.
yes, ma'am.
Would you turn the back on your grandfather and all your clan holds dear to fulfill this purpose? If you truly wish to give of yourself, then do so.
Trying to figure out what she means by that.
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming.
Valor is critical.
Wow. Okay. What a moment.
Yeah, right?
Rockham has had his coming to Gola moment.
Yeah, yes. What Gola is saying is, would you risk your place in Valorhome? Would you be willing to be forgotten, to press on and help others as you claim to want to do, knowing that there's nothing for you if you do? Like, is there still that pride that wants to go to Valorhome? Or would you take that step?
Okay. I think he says, for most of my life, it's always been
Your
what's in front of
brother.
me. Yes. And my friends that surrounded me. It's only recently that I've learned that there's more than that. And that turning it away can only lead to bad things.
And what would you accept?
I think he kind of looks around where they are. But to lose this place. Or at least my spot in it. That's...
Would you seek to save it, knowing that you cannot partake?
I think that'd be worth it. Whatever that might mean.
And now, Great Mother, to give you some wisdom, Rockham Zuma.
He nods.
Our people grow. When we plant seeds that we will never enjoy the shade of, but our children will. I cannot keep you from this place. But I do not think your place is with the wolves. I think it is here.
Sorry, need a moment. I think there's truth in that. But it's like it's been said, the work isn't done.
And you will
Obviously, I'll
work.
go where I'm needed. But...
You'll go where you are needed to do what must be done, even at the cost of yourself. Hmm?
Looks over to Sock'em again.
That is not for him.
If this place is where I'm needed, then there's nowhere else that I should be, right?
Like reaches into her robes and she pulls out a necklace. It's a simple, like bronze chain, rather thick chain, because Goliath jewelry.
Yeah.
And in the middle is a stained glass salmon in profile. It's red and green. It's in its mating phase, so it's got the big hump on its back. It's got the brilliant scale patterns.
Yeah.
And she holds it out to you, and everything goes grayscale and freezes, and you get a little prompt that says, "This action will have far-reaching consequences. Are you sure you wish to proceed?"
You love that line.
It's a good way to explain it.
It's a
Yes.
good fucking line.
So she's saying basically, one of my options is to join them here and be forgotten.
No, this prompt is to Brightwind.
This prompt is to Brightwind.
Yeah.
No. What this
Try
is,
to understand before I pick.
what this is doing is this would be taking away. Well, not taking away. This would be pushing Wolf down and raising Salmon up. You could retain your Blood Hunter features if you wanted them, but I would be swapping your Ranger for probably Life Cleric.
Yeah. I think.
Life Cleric Blood Hunter would be terrifying.
Yes, it would.
But is it Rocket League Blood? This is a big choice.
Rockham is whatever he needs to be, I believe. That's what he's always been.
Actually, it wouldn't be Life Cleric, it would be Druid. So you'd be a Blood Hunter Druid instead of a Blood Hunter Ranger.
Really? Druid?
Yeah. Circle of the Shepherd.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
I'm curious how that would play. But
Honestly,
I can worry about that in a minute.
like you were going Blood Hunter to get more out of your wolf.
Yeah.
He wanted to go Blood Hunter to get more DPS, basically.
Yeah.
And now I'm saying this offer is to go support.
And on one hand, Rockham's whole thing has been about. Before it was about specifically defending the pack, but it sort of started to change its supporting the pack.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do it alone after all.
Circle of the Shepherd Druid would give you, like, wolfish abilities as well.
Yeah.
Like, forgive me, I honestly think Ranger Shepherd Druid is a lot more Rockham than Blood Hunter.
Yes, but Gola can't mess with the Blood Hunter.
I've also not taken the vow yet, so it's not set in stone.
That's true. You could strip away both if you choose,
Yeah.
but the only thing that Gola for sure is saying is, like, the Ranger. If you want to strip both and go pure Druid, that's fine.
I'll need to look into Druid, but yeah. I'm not trying to stall. There's a lot going on in my brain.
Oh no, absolutely. This is a big
You're
decision.
Fine, man.
It's like normally there's a ping pong ball kind of going back and forth. Now there's like 7 of them. And,
Mhm. It's a Newton's cradle in there.
Yeah.
This is the decision of the night.
Oh, absolutely.
At the end of the day, just to boil it down to simple.
Like, there's
Simple's
the other
normal.
thing is, like, you might not enjoy Druid,
Yeah,
and that needs to come into account as well.
I think I played one Druid one time on like a one shot, so I've never really played it.
That's why I'm suggesting keeping your Ranger.
You could do Ranger Druid.
That
Sure.
That's what I said.
Gola can't do that. You would have to find a different way.
Yeah.
He hasn't made his blood pact though yet.
True.
He's
I
a
don't
he's a
remember which one
he's
Shepherd is.
he's a blood hunter in
Do you
title
have
and training alone.
Do you have any levels in Blood Hunter?
No, I'm just Ranger right now.
So you're pure level 7 Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's reasonable that you could do 3 levels of Druid. So sack 3 levels of Ranger, gain 3 levels of Druid.
I might also be interested in possibly changing the type of Ranger I am, depending on flavor.
I can see that. I'd be willing to talk to you about that.
Yeah, I think.
You could go Druid 7. You could go any number down from that, and then the rest would be Ranger.
Yeah.
Minimum 3. You have to take at least 3.
Alright. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, the pack is what matters. The people around him are what matter.
Okay.
So I think he'll take it. He'll
Right.
take the offer.
So you take the necklace, and the markings on your back change slightly to reflect your new abilities. And Golan nods. She says, I cannot promise it will be enough.
I'm appreciative whether it is or not.
But understand, young hunter, your pack is everyone.
He nods.
Here, in your world, even your foes. You have a duty. And I will be watching.
I look forward to learning. And do it.
Do come back. We can help
I will.
you understand. And she
I'll not-
turns, and Snorri takes her by the arm and starts to lead her away.
Yeah, as she walks away. I won't shy away from it this time. You'll see me soon enough.
So, Salcom, what's your opinion of all that?
Maybe it's about now that Rockham turns to you to see what the reaction is.
I think Sokkum was watching Gola walk away. He looks at Rockham. A little bit of water starting to show in his eye.
Mm-hmm.
May not have been a real name, but we've always been Zumar. We've always been stronger together.
Agreed.
Once the two of them, Gola and Snorri, are, I understand how dumb this sounds considering who they are, out of earshot.
Mm-hmm.
Salcom grabs Rockham by the shoulders. That was fucking Gola.
I know, right?
You're like little kids again.
You didn't know who Gola was 10 minutes ago, and now you're like, oh my god, it's Brittany, bitch!
Rockham is trying to keep the mood up.
Okay.
He's not great at it, but he can try.
So you guys are still in Valorhome. What do you want to do?
Yeah. So...
What did Jara fuck off to do? I'm curious.
Jara fucked off to keep a certain someone away.
Okay.
I'm kind of new to all this. Is there a...
Will Jara be needed at a later point?
Maybe.
You know
Okay.
what we should go do, Rockham?
What's that?
We should go see Granda.
That's an idea. Also, he just had a thought. Looking around, seeing if Kara was still around.
Yeah, Carol's there.
Okay. Pat him on the head.
Caro's chilling in the water.
Really enjoying it.
Probably.
Can't remember. I think last time I gave him a bath is like
I
forever.
believe Carol's a girl, isn't she?
I believe so.
That's a, yeah. I keep messing that up.
I keep messing it up as well.
Oh, where would Grandad be?
There's also the question of if I'm able to, hop, skip, and jump back yet. I don't know how all this works. I'm listening.
You can find Granddad, or you can have Granddad find you.
Yeah.
The Horn Boy.
Did I get the horn back?
Yeah, sorry, give it back to you. Like, as soon as he calls
I had
Salcom.
AFK after that too. I mean, Salcom
Mhm.
holds up the horn,
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
and yeah, I'll think of Grandad. And
You're just
blow
gonna
the
do
horn.
this in the middle of the salmon run.
I think Rockham's smart enough to think about that before blowing the horn.
like, takes a deep
Like, half
breath.
the tools left.
Salcom gives him the double thumbs up, like hiccup in the bushes.
Yeah.
Rockham takes a big deep breath, and then somebody in the pool like coughs, and he's like, "Mm."
Yeah, this
Confidently,
might not be a good idea.
Maybe we
Maybe.
shouldn't do this here.
Maybe we should go to the hunting grounds or something.
Let's do that. Yeah. Somewhere more out of the way.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I-
you guys like head away from the little secluded nook back into like the feast hall, not feast hall, the like moot grounds of Valor Home, and before you pull on the horn, I think you're both distracted because you come out from like an ice shelf basically.
Mhm.
You come out of this crack between, well, not a crack, you don't have to squeeze through it. This passage between two like walls of ice. And immediately on your right, there's this series of tracks that like come down at a slope, like those ball machines at museums with the various tubes.
Yeah. Okay. I know where we're at.
And you're both startled by this gigantic keg that comes knocking down like a plinko machine down through these tubes, and then it gets fired out over what you thought was part of the frozen lake, and now you see that it's a roped off like sport court, and the keg like lands in the middle of the ice, and these two like teams of Valor Home like warriors start beating the shit out of each other trying to claim it.
Ah, it's Keg Rugby.
It's keg
Well,
toss,
that's
but
kinda
yes.
cool.
Keg Toss. I couldn't remember the name of it. Fuck.
Sockham briefly enamored.
You wanna go check it out?
There's probably a
bit.
betting table.
Maybe. Yeah.
Little. We don't know the kind of time we have, though.
From the impression I got, we have a lot. But you aren't entirely wrong.
It could be like a timer till we go back. If we go back.
I mean, I'll leave it up to you. If you want to swing in, swing out real quick.
I'll... He says with a lot of hesitation, I'll check that out the next time I'm here.
How much on bet Grandad might be in there? I mean, we were both thinking it.
Yeah... I don't know. I mean, that's a fair point. He might. Is it can you like distinguish faces at the distance we're at?
No.
No? Okay.
You can
yeah,
you can barely distinguish colors at the distance you're at. It appears to be a blue and white team versus a yellow team.
Huh.
You're much better off just blowing the horn.
You're not wrong,
Rob.
voice in my head. Yeah, you're right. Next time, for sure.
I'm sorry. I was almost kind of mean there.
Why is
Ugh.
that?
I almost went, you know, that Nisley voice in our head usually has some pretty good ideas.
Yeah.
But I'm
It's pretty
sorry
hard.
that my voice isn't easily this time. Go hack yourself.
Reminds me of Pierce. But yeah, we'll find somewhere a little bit out of the way to blow the horn.
Okay. I mean, you're out in the open now. You blow the horn. Thank your granddad, blow the horn. Jara was specifically told not to let him over here, so I don't think anything happens.
Maybe he's busy.
Like that made
Did
Darius'
we
job
get
so
Dara
much
not-
harder. Oh my god.
Yeah, you know, we're good at that.
Now he knows we're here.
Yep.
Oh god. Sorry, Jara.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. I want to see my grandpa.
Unfortunately, I can't give you inspiration, but I dare you to blow it a second time.
I mean, I know that it works when I do it, theoretically. It's never not worked, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Well,
And Granddad's got to be here because you remember them.
yeah. Maybe he's. Yeah, like I said, maybe he's busy.
That's true.
I can try again if you want, but I'm pretty sure it worked.
You're probably right. Anything you want to do here?
I mean, there's a lot of learning I have to do, but I can get some of that from you. And we're also in the middle of something back home.
True. Where are what? The historians are Owl, right?
Owl. Mm-hmm.
I know of a group that can answer your questions a lot better than me.
Who would that be? I imagine it's probably either, Owl or kind of looks around.
Yeah, Owl's Nest. I don't know if they're still up here, but
You've never been to Owl's Nest.
yeah.
Yeah. So
give me-
from behind you, you hear, "That's not gonna go the way you want."
Turn around.
Turnaround Story is like pulling himself out of the ice shelf.
Oh, hi, Snorri.
Mm.
So Laurie isn't here?
Nope.
Oh, wait. Laurie would probably fucking hate us.
Well, yeah, that, but also, no.
Care to enlighten me?
How do I put this? Owl hasn't been forgotten, which is good, but, the lodge is gone.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
is that? I mean, I guess that's possible. You just said it, but
So Owl is losing strength?
no, Owl is fine. The lodge is gone.
How is the lodge gone? What does that mean?
Hey, an out of character thing.
Mm-hmm.
Something just occurred to me.
Okay.
If I might be talking out of my ass here,
How is that any
But
different from usual?
but
you beat me
if
to it.
the
But I guess.
relevant structure in the Sword Coast is destroyed, there's a chance it might be destroyed in Valor Home too.
It's not something I would think to ask.
So Rockham says, like, is that a thing or something like that? Or how does that happen? Sorry, it says,
Yeah.
If we knew, we could probably fix it.
So nothing like that's happened before.
Not as such, no.
Where's the group of Owl congregating then?
Oh. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We don't know.
Huh.
Oh. I have no idea if my abilities work here.
Worth a shot.
Your abilities to call on us, Sockum?
Yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
more to the. He's like starts rubbing his neck, like more to the spirits themselves. The sorry, bear and owl and those.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Like I said, call on us.
It's like you said, owl is fine. It's the lodge.
Yeah, Owl's fine.
I have no idea where we'd even begin to look for a lodge. Or that one specifically.
We're looking. We're working on it.
Hey, you're the tracker that beat Jara at her own game.
I wasn't
Like-
tracking a building.
How much harder can it be to track a building than to track a deer?
Let me put it this way, Jara can't find it.
And he
Oh.
beat Jara.
Don't.
I mean, okay, look, Sockum, you know I like you, and you're doing a lot of good work here. Beating Jara once is not really that impressive. Do you know how many Great Hunts she's won?
Probably
A
over
lot.
100 if I had to guess.
More than 100.
Yeah.
Funny thing about, you know, time not mattering here in Valorhome, yeah, we can have as many Great Hunts as we fucking want.
Population of the hunting grounds is just kind of whatever it needs to be.
Yup. So, yeah, welcome. Like, you did good, but, like...
Yeah, but-
You start walking around calling yourself the tracker that beat Jara, you're gonna get shot.
That's a
I'm
good
most-
way to get buried in the ice and left there.
Probably.
The only reason I'm doing this right now is to be a snark for the. You need to find a better timeline.
Hey, I didn't say it was perfect here.
That's fair.
Case in point, we lost a lodge.
For what it's worth, if I hear anything more about the lodge, I'll try and get in contact, I suppose.
Yeah, good luck with that. That's Clan Valdak. Clan Valdak is not gonna like you. You more than him.
Lovely.
Why? What?
Remember how I told you to avoid Clan Valdak?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem for you. That's a death sentence for him.
I don't remember pissing in their Cheerios. Well, you wouldn't say pissing in their Cheerios. Whatever the equivalent would be.
The thing on your belt.
What?
Ah. Kind of pats the horn.
Yeah, so it's like this. Walk with me.
Yeah, I'll walk with him.
You see, not to go all grandfather bear on you, but, you know, back in my day,
Oh god, that was a long ass time ago.
one of those was made for every clan.
Like with its abilities and everything?
Yeah,
Wow.
and if a
Cool.
new clan was made, they got one. And if a clan wasn't considered destroyed until the horn broke.
Oh no.
About that,
Is this?
you, like, you know, mortals, you guys,
Mm-hmm.
and our kin on your side of the veil, can't make those anymore.
Oh. So they might be coming for it at some point.
I've already been searching, haven't they?
Voldak has assassins. That's their
Most
thing.
of these people think that Clan Grol's horn got destroyed. It's
I think
probably
we should
better
get the
for
horn
you
back.
guys if they think it got destroyed.
gonna just slip the horn in my pack.
Problem being, Clan Grawl knows it wasn't destroyed, and guess who else knows it wasn't destroyed?
Baldak.
Valdak.
Lovely.
Because they're the historians, and if Clan Groll says the horn hasn't been destroyed, until evidence is shown, they're gonna have to believe it.
Exactly. Oh,
Fuck.
and also Clan Valdak has Owl's Assassin, so good luck!
Oh, well, that's lovely. As a side note, I think I have to go take Dopey out again. He's whining.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You guys haven't, like... you know... been using that in public, have you?
Since we were children.
I wouldn't. Okay, yeah.
You didn't, like... go to a big city, did you? Like Bryn Shander, or Gauntlgrim, or...
Not a big city you know much about, but yeah.
You didn't use it in the city, did you?
Oh yeah.
Me specifically.
Were there any kin around?
I don't know.
You know for a fact, at least 2 Goliaths have seen Rockham with the horn.
I don't know if there were any around at the time that I blew, but I know at least 2 Goliaths have seen Rock with the horn.
Well, you're dead.
If
I can't
the
believe
horn-
I'm about to say this, but the Dragonblight Wars are the best thing to happen to you in this situation.
Why? We'll just give Grawl the horn back.
Yeah, no. There's this thing called a blood price.
Okay, I'm sorry. I love my people. I love our rich, beautiful culture. The shit like this can kiss my ass.
Yeah, let me ask you something, Solcom. He puts his arm around your shoulders. If somebody took your axe and just fucked off in the middle of the night while your village, cottage, was actively being beset by werewolves, or yetis, or rumbaraz, would you just be cool with that?
No.
No. You'd want justice. If you managed to survive that, you would probably, understandably, have a bit of a chip on your shoulder. Right?
You know, in Waterdeep they have a law called Sins of the Father. The Goliaths could do really well with it.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Because, in their eyes, Clan Grawl is still trying to defend the cottage against whatever the home. And you're in possession of, well, honestly, the axe, but metaphorically, the axe. That
Serious.
makes you just as liable.
We didn't know, though.
Doesn't matter.
It's a bit unfair.
Is it? Again,
If
somebody takes your axe in the middle of the night, leaves you to defend your village with your, like, you know, infant children in it against the horrors of the darkness, whatever those horrors may be, you survive, you look high and low for the axe, you find it being used to chop lumber by some random human. Do you care? Or do you just want the axe back?
I mean, both.
Both.
Is there another way to settle disputes like that? Like, is there a different way we could make it up to Clan Grawl?
Oh, yeah, actually. Normally Eric would be the one to tell you all this, but yeah,
No.
You have a cat? What you need to do, you need to give back the axe and horn.
No.
Better than you
Oh.
found it.
Okay, so we're fucked.
And then you have to restore Clan Grawl to its former glory. Which, you know, no pressure, you're destined to do that anyway, so...
I mean, we'll just... No, that won't work. In the books, that usually fails. That puts a target on the group.
Yup.
I was gonna say, well, you already know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, like, we could just call our allegiance to Clan Grawl every time we win a major fight. But, well, that usually doesn't end well in books.
I mean, your dad was kind of a big deal in Clan Grawl.
I know.
Do you?
Well, I have the cursory understanding.
He was an outsider. He wasn't born into the clan. And he did so much good, he was not only named champion, but offered the Primarch's daughter.
That feels weird. That feels weird to feels like a weird thing to offer.
I say offered. What I meant was he was allowed to court her.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Because, you know, Primarch's daughter.
Right. Primarch, daughter, smack the hell out of anyone that tries without permission.
Pretty much.
More like cut off their head, but you know.
I have to ask, though. Whoa. What's so special about Galestorm? Like, I understand what's so special, but... why is there a blood price for Galestorm? Like, why is it required to
Right, I
satiate
understand what you're saying. You're asking me, like, does the weapon have a history? And the answer is kind of no. It was a... I'm sorry to make it so flat, but it used a lot of resources to make it, and it was given to your dad to help him protect the clan. It's the... you know, the family heirloom, so to say. Its purpose is to protect Clan Grawl. And then he fucked off with it.
I wonder if any other members of Clan Grawl would know how to unlock it. Would have known how to unlock it.
Probably, well, no, because it was made for your dad, so you would need the people who made it.
I just recently learned it was incomplete, the way I'd been using it.
Oh yeah? How much of it did you figure out?
I got the rings to lock into place, and Yeah, I found the gem, I saw Eric inside, after lining up the rings, forming the constellations.
You also had Pearson's after it.
It's full power. Lightning and all.
Yeah, no.
No?
Nope.
What do you mean no?
How good are you with numbers?
I know them.
Do you know the little symbol with a slash and 2 circles?
8?
No. It comes after a number.
Looks a little like this.
A slash and 2 circles. 100?
It's not.
he's technically not wrong.
He's technically not wrong. And so Snorri goes, part of it.
10?
No, it comes after the 10.
After the 10.
He draws the symbol in the snow for you.
It looks like. I'm gonna put it in the tail shot.
I got
It
it.
looks like this.
I got it, Nypho. It looks like this.
Where did you... what?
I put it in the actual game.
Yeah, I know, where?
Literally on the board. Oh, you're not on the board. My bad.
No, none of us are.
Boop.
We haven't been the whole time.
There you go.
That's a percent.
Correct.
That's not a number, Snorri.
I didn't say it was.
Oh.
I said it came after a number.
Oh.
So you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're about 40.
40%.
Yeah.
Oh, it took so long to figure out. That's fine. I'll figure out the rest. I'll kill Tiamat, and then... I guess I'll give the axe back?
I love how casually you're just like, kill Tiamat.
It's just another thing on your grocery shopping list.
Right.
Tiamat's head,
Right.
3 scales of Bahamut,
And a partridge in a pear tree.
87 orc heads.
Yeah, I guess after Tiamat's gone, I'll give the axe back.
Or you could, lead the clan.
Oh, there's no way. I can barely run a bar.
In this metaphor, you killed Tiamat. What's a clan?
Clan is...
No, I mean, in this metaphor,
Yeah,
you killed Tiamat. What's the big deal with a clan?
Nori, all I know is fighting.
Yeah? And?
That's all Goliaths know most of the time. I'm not sure where you're missing the mark.
Fighting is like 60% of our kin.
There's gotta be more to running a clan than just fighting, though.
Oh, obviously. But you're sitting there
There's-
saying fighting like... he gestures at the sports field, and he goes, that's just fighting with special rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
What Sigurd does is just fighting metal. What Gola does is just fighting time.
That one sounded mean.
The thing Goliaths do best is figure out how to win.
Listen, don't think of it as fighting, per se. The thing that our kin does best is figuring out how to win.
usually pretty good at that.
Well, I would hope so. You're kin.
Being so disjointed for so long from all of you and Goliaths at large.
Let me ask you something,
Don't.
Malcolm. What's the worst thing?
The worst thing?
Yeah.
Losing family?
Being forgotten or forgetting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Losing family doesn't mean anything because they're still with you. They're still there.
Yeah. He looks at Rockham. Yeah.
But what's the second worst thing? Let me make this a little bit easier for you. What's the second worst feeling?
Well, I was about to say being forgotten, but I don't know if you feel that.
I feel it, but anyway.
I need to start writing a book.
What's the second worst feeling?
Second worst feeling. What I learned in boarding school is I'm sorry.
I'm really starting to get this Goliath thing, and I'm enjoying being
When
here.
you can't fight Malar. When your arms are shaking. When your brother's dying. Come on.
Being powerless.
Yeah. Okay, look at you. You know the two worst things. You know the best thing. We just need to get you drunk, and you're like most of the way there.
Shouldn't be too hard.
That's true. I own a bar.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like you're getting there. Excuse me. You're getting there.
I just don't know if I'm with the time.
Speaking of which, you ready to go back?
We can't put it off forever.
No. There's a few more visits I wanted to do before I left.
Don't you have some orcs to slay?
We'll be able to come back sooner than you think.
Can we at least see Trin first?
I'm not omniscient, Salcom. I don't actually know where... I mean, I know where Gola is. I know where Jara probably is. Like, you can't just say somebody's name and expect me to know where they are. Like, yeah, I know Trin. I introduced you to Trin. But I don't know where she is.
It's been telling her story a lot, and I was wondering how she was doing.
Funnily enough, that explains some things.
Really?
Yeah. Like, she's not better, but, she's less, like, I'm solid, you're solid, she wasn't. She's a bit more solid now.
She's less ethereal.
Alright.
Sure. You got any other words that you want to say that I don't know?
Salcom would probably learn that from Pierce or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's less ghostly.
How did you say it? Illyrium?
Ethereal.
Close enough. Oh. Well.
Ethereal. 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 Yeah, that's a weird word. Ethereal.
I learned it from my wizard brother.
He's full of big words.
Ethereal. I didn't hear anything that you said. I'm trying to get my tongue around this word.
You know what? I did that too when I first heard it.
But he's got a point, brother. We can't
Yeah.
stay for too long.
I mean, you can. You're together.
Yeah. But at some point, the fight has to be finished.
Yeah.
Oh, and
There's-
Sulcum.
Yeah.
I know I just said I'm not omniscient, but word travels here in our home.
Uh-huh.
You going around saying you're not connected to me?
No, I'm not, I'm not part of you. Well,
I would hope not.
yeah. Not like in the way that Kelio and Jara are.
You want me to take over your body?
No, that's... I'm clarifying what I mean when I'm telling people that.
No, Sulcum, not. And he like gestures at his hood. Me.
Oh. I think he touches the spot on his chest with the quote unquote stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not a thing, Sulcum.
I don't mean like that. It's... When I booted Mala out, I booted out part of you, part of Bear.
No, you didn't. Again, that's not a thing.
I mean, I haven't been able to call on it in the same way.
That's not the same thing. We're with you. You two more so than most, but like, we're all connected. All of us. Even Sigrid.
It's like you said, Sock. You're scared to listen, and I'm scared to learn. We both need to start doing that.
I recommend mead. It helps with both of those things.
It's a good idea.
How
Yeah,
many
but you
things? How many things have you learned while drunk?
I can tell you this, I've forgotten more of them.
That's fair. Worth a shot, though. Or 3.
I'll drink to that.
Listen, I know it's not your thing, but if you ever decide to come for a visit, I'll have some high-end mead waiting for you.
Oh. He rubs the back of his head. I appreciate the offer.
Like I said, I know it's not your thing.
Do you know
No
why?
worries.
It's risky.
I assume that's it. Like, I seriously almost just said you die in the game, you die in real life.
Yeah.
It's not wrong. Question is, which one's the game?
Sounds it kind of feels like if you like dying in minstrels and maidens dying in real life.
Oh. No, if something happened to me, I'd just come back here.
Oh.
How do I explain this? You guys are like outside of Bear's Den at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
This is like Jara found a home for us. Eric brought us there. Gola fixed everything.
And you welcomed.
I'm just a guy. I didn't do any of that. I came to Valorhome when I was on my 25th winter. All I did was get killed. I'm not gonna put someone else through that. Oh god. Did my Discord die again? I think it did. 1 second.
Or
Welcome back.
Hello.
welcome back.
Hi, my
There you
Discord
go.
died again for some reason.
Weird.
What was the last thing you heard?
What did the last thing you guys heard? Did you hear everything from Snorri?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember what the last
We
word.
hear everything.
Okay, then yeah, I didn't
What
hear
was-
I didn't hear anything after Snorri.
Okay, Sockham like took an extra jaunt forward and opened the door to Bear's Den, and look what you've done. Look what you mean to these people despite that. You may have died earlier than the others, but Eric led us to a new home. Jara helped him. Torvald did all.
You don't actually know what Torvald did.
I don't know what Torvald did, but it was awesome.
Yeah,
And
it
you,
was.
Snorri. Snorri, you caught a mountain. You welcomed everyone that's come with open arms and a fresh drink.
How is what I did any different from what Trin did? And Trin got forgotten. And I'm,
Look
you know, the Speaker of Bear.
You're more than the Speaker of Bear. You just said so. You are Bear.
I mean, yeah,
You-
but it doesn't make sense.
You are the father that welcomes the lost.
There's no
Despite-
reason for me to go back.
Maybe not, but you have a special kind of strength no other speaker in Valorhome has.
I don't know. You've got it.
I've learned a lot from you.
My brother's
Yeah.
still got a ways to go.
Well,
I've been reading your book over and over.
He really has.
I've
Which-
got it out there. I've
which-
got it
which
out there
book?
with me.
you've got
Oh.
Jara's book. I don't think you have Snorri's book.
No, he
I
got two
do.
books.
I do.
Yeah,
I've
He got.
I thought there was 3.
I got my hands on Jara Golden Dawn and the river running.
Yep.
And
but
there
I've
was
been-
a Snorri
I've been-
Thunderbelly story that he
Yeah,
got.
I've been carrying Snorri's book with me since I first got it.
Okay, fair enough. So I think
Like-
Snorri goes, I have a book?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's all about you and everything you've done.
I only did one thing and it killed me.
No one ever does one thing. People do one big thing and act like that's all that matters.
Do you want my cloak? Do you want to just, like, move in here?
Nori, you're kind of my hero, and to see you disheveled over yourself, I can't let that stand.
I'm disheveled over the damn Dragonblight Wars, but thank you.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, and it makes a lot of sense, and I'm gonna throw you in the snow for it.
Kind of just one step to the side so I'm out of the way if that happens.
All this fucking timeless eternity in Valorhome, and you're the first one to come the closest to convincing Snorri to go anywhere. Fuck,
No.
man, do you know how big that is?
Yeah, like, straight up, hey Sock,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a new Bardic Inspiration option.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna give you Duryak.
Sorry?
I'm gonna give you Duryak.
Dirk.
Diryak, yeah.
What is that?
I don't recognize it.
Diryak is one of the spirits. Diryak, Diryak. And the ability is called Galvanize.
Gosh dang it! What are you doing, thing? Here we go.
When you use a Bardic Inspiration die to bolster the save of a party member, it also increases their AC by that amount.
That is huge.
That is pretty huge, yeah. Definitely keep that one in the back pocket.
Don't have to go anywhere, Snorri, but just remember, you are Bear. You're the one that is always there for those that need you.
Snorri like puts a hand on your shoulder. Well, take your own advice, Slocum. You need me. Stop saying I'm not around.
He's got you there, man.
Now, go save these villagers.
And how did we leave last time during the fever dream?
You just kind of woke up.
Just take one good long look at Sockham, pat him on both shoulders, and try and think about waking up, I suppose.
Okay, cool. So,
see what
Rockham, you're on two failed death saves currently.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna settle this with this episode so that next week it will just happen.
Yeah.
Golo's gonna cast Healing Word on you,
Oh shit.
so you can remove your death saves.
They have been removed.
So this is Golo's Healing Word.
Oh, here it comes.
Come on, Gola.
Oh, that's a lot of D4s.
26 healing.
Whew, okay.
That's 26 more than you had.
Yeah.
Am I actually back to full HP?
No,
No? Okay.
No.
You said that earlier, and I was
your soul is. Your soul is back to full
Okay.
HP.
okay. Now I need.
So any deleterious mental effects are gone.
I will.
check
I
the
will also
VODs.
say, if you you went Circle of Shepherd Druid, yeah.
Yes.
This is the last thing that I will say in regards to this episode. When you cast a healing spell, you gain the Life Cleric feature where you also heal yourself.
I'm writing that down.
Holy shit.
When you cast a healing spell, you also. I want to make sure I get the wording right and all that. So.
You pick it up from the Life Cleric feature.
Yeah,
We'll get it from my cleric.
I'll send it
Yeah,
to you.
I'll look at all that off screen.
Cool. So that's gonna be our first extra this week. Oh god.
At least you have more time to plan for the next one, which you're gonna need it.
Yup. But let's do some shout outs. Nightfall, give us a shout out, please.
Hello, I'm Nightfall Kitsune. I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm here. So, hello. I played... Fuck, I didn't play Killer today. I played Jara Golden Dawn.
Yes, you did.
I feel like I did it kind of okay,
You
actually.
did. You were a little too talkative, but other than that,
Yeah, I started to get it. If you want to see more of me, I also play Pierce on Sunday nights and Kilio on Thursday nights.
yes.
Which Kilio is the halfling on the wolf, but had... They're one and the same, but not at the same time.
Yes. Correct. Jara is Keelio, but Keelio is not Jara.
Yes. Have a good night.
Guy Games, that is the Bard of Heroes. Give us a shout out, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Guy Gamzelis, the Bard of Heroes, the teller of tales that need to be told. and there are a lot. No one deserves to be forgotten, and I've taken that from Soccer. If ever you need me, you can always find me in the Discord, in DMs, or on Twitter at thehomestuckomi. And until next week meet, have a fantastic rest of your night.
And the man of the hour, Brightwind Inc., give us a shout out, please.
Hi, I'm Brightwind Inc. Sometimes I do art stuff. If you want to see that art stuff, you can see it at Brightwind Inc. at DeviantArt. Sometimes I'll post it on Twitter and Discord. Today was insane, and I have some character sheet editing to do, it seems.
Yes, you do. For my part, as ever, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. This has been an extra of an extra for Tales of the KnightLites, our weekly D&D 5-Point Fox Edition series of short stories leading up to a Tyranny of Dragons campaign. We normally play on Sunday nights. Stop by if you want to see the full crew. We'd love to have you. For now, I need to get out of here, but as always, it's time to leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time for more Tales of the KnightLites and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.